Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. I hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And yeah, this is being recorded during a very interesting winter. Like, it's not even winter yet. Like, okay, Mother Earth, like climate change, who karma, who do I need to like? Oh, some are gonna say God, baby Jesus, what, like, Mary and everything like that. But come on now, who do I have to call about the snow and the weather maintenance, because it's not working for me. This is not working for me. But anyways, okay. You know the drill. Let's get some petty tea, hot or cold, because, yeah, I don't know which country, where you from, if you're from Australia. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking and mentioning it because I know some people are probably going to think, oh, she's a liar. She's making it up. She doesn't get that many messages. And, oh, she always has the repeat messages in her. Well, let's just say, follow me on Patreon, okay? Please and thank you, because you will see that everything that I've been saying throughout the now almost 600 episodes is absolutely true and solid, and I have all the evidence in the world. And sometimes when I don't have the screenshots, I can't have all the screenshots because, trust me, like right now, I am uploading photos. I won't say every day, because some days I need my space, and I can only deal with so many men who are trying to throw me out of my mental, or my good mental. And so, yeah, I know, for at first I used to always say I have around 3 to 500 photos. Like, no, with the episodes that you guys are watching, like throughout, like the almost 600, that right there, I think, is around 100 alone, easy. And so when you add on all, like, I'm gonna be uploading until close to spring. If not, no, I probably will be uploading into spring. And that's a horror. It's that many. It's that many. So I know for a fact it's over 500. I want to say that I know it's over 1,000, because I think it is over 1,000. Because the more I upload, and then sometimes I'm like, I forgot about these. Yeah, there are some where it's for better or for worse. No, it's for the better that I forgot about them. But yeah, anyway, I have some that you can see for free. Most of those are the River of Racism, but the Dating Nightmares, the lowest tier is $2. And I do that for especially the disability community, because a lot of us are not able to, spend that coin really. So I just say I try to make it cheaper than a coffee drink. And so if you go to Starbucks every day, you can afford, yeah, just act like this is October, one of the months with 31 days. And my Patreon can be that 31st day, But with I'm going to be doing so many different things with Patreon, and I'm going to be updating you guys in 2026. But I'm going to even be having and hosting some writing workshops and exercises, and then also cold cases. That is like myself and my fellow nerds, if anybody wants to, help, and we can do some research and stuff to see, like, how can we help, what can we do. But yeah, those are just a couple of the things that I want to do. Oh, and then also with my detectives as well. And I'm going to be creating a name for my detectives, don't worry. And then, oh, also the Gray Sheep Society. There's going to be, because I already have the mascots, and oh my gosh, they're so cute too. But yeah, that's going to be in the making. But yeah, there's like the catfish, all of the catfish that I have run into thus far. Yeah, I want to find these real people, and to the point where we can maybe have them on the Patreon show where only, subscribers can watch maybe the full interview, and maybe I give the sneak peeks to everyone else. I might just do the whole episode for everyone because I know, again, having a disability, like, yeah, I want to make sure that those with disabilities can get at least as much as they can. But I'm going to still, there's going to be some things only for the Patreon groups. But yeah, so that's just a sneak peek and stuff of some of the ideas I have. But who, like, I wish, like, yeah, one thing with the page, like, I want to talk about documentaries. That's another thing. Like, and I want to be able to, like, because I'm about to watch the Sean, Pitty Combs, Puff Daddy one again. I watched the whole thing today while I was uploading photos for Patreon and getting my next episodes up on YouTube. I was watching it. And oh my gosh. It's like, I'm probably going to talk about this in a few episodes because there are quite a few things I pointed out or quite a few things that I noticed. And today, it is going to be the male privilege and why women choose the bear, because and also the villain, because in so many different aspects there were different villains within this documentary, and we know the main one, but then also how, like, he's very good with his words, he's really good with his placement, he knows how to get away with so much, and it reminds me of the president right now. But I'm gonna just stick to the man part right now because the men and dating and everything, because at the very last episode, at the very end, when they were talking to those jurors, ooh, that got me so upset. I was livid, especially with that male juror. Ooh, I was livid with that male juror because he was like, well, it's in a relationship. It went both ways. She did this and he did this and blah, blah, blah. She didn't leave him. They acted like it was normal the very next day. Have you ever been in a ABUSC type of relationship? A lot of men haven't. I believe it's like maybe 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 8, like ABUSC types of relationships. Or I need to create a code word for that because I'm gonna be saying that. I'm gonna be spelling it a lot. But or maybe I'll just say the A word, and we know we're not going to be talking about that other A word. So yeah, maybe I'll just say A word this episode. But then over time, I'm going to create a password or a certain word for that, just like I do with special candy. If you've been listening to my podcast for all of these episodes, you already know what special candy is. And yes, that all started because of Mr. Lockakey. Yes. Oh, yeah, that guy, which I'm going to talk about him in this episode because he was the ABUSC, the A word type of relationship that I was in. And well, there were others that were trying to. But one thing that the like men need to know, and one reason why the P Diddy's or Puff Daddy's lawyers did an amazing job, was even I started thinking about the show Bull and the selection of the jury. They probably saw him and they were like, there is no way that they would convict, at least with this one right here. He won't, because he will not understand or know the toxicity within relationships, especially when it comes to men. They will not understand how, especially when a man has money. It's like, even if the A word is involved, women, especially when without that man, the woman won't have that money, that stardom, that celebrity, and at the same time, they would lose some of the little power that they were able to obtain within that relationship. A lot of men don't understand. It's like, because even with Tina Turner, and a lot of people don't understand how a lot of men, it's like, because it's like, and this is why I'm like, I wish this documentary came out to the point where they could have watched this, because I wonder would he have still said what he had said if he looked at all of the evidence and all of the proof that we just saw. Go watch it if you haven't, like, yeah, because I want we to watch it, not just me. But if you, especially when he just kept saying the woman came back, she came back, they were just normal. With Mr. Lockakey, with a lot of men, it's like it's a lot of manipulation in the brain. They don't know how, like, there's certain men, I guess men who don't do this, or men who don't realize that they do this. It's like, it's kind of brainwashing in a lot of ways, gaslighting, and even love bombing. Because you have a girl who had a big dream and wanted to, get herself into the industry and everything. And it's like she met Diddy, but at the same time, it's like, as a watcher of the docs, we already saw how when he saw prey, especially when he saw beautiful women that already were with men that might be more attractive or like better, let's see, higher on the a higher level of quality than him. Yes, still just say it that way. It's like he's like, no, I'm gonna take her from him. I'm gonna have her. She's gonna be mine. He A-worded a woman out in the middle of the street. He and or the other guy in that bathroom on the last episode, they banged the guy in the bathroom. Then they dragged him out and said, yeah, don't say nothing. None of them said a thing. And they don't realize. It's like the jury doesn't realize that, yes, this man is a monster. He's good with his words. He's good with making people shut the crap up. He's good at making sure that their image, his image, because he cared only about the other people's image if it was going to interfere with him. And even telling that one young lady, the blonde, or is like, oh my gosh, Dana D. Kane, I loved their music. And so even watching this and then seeing some of the celebrities, seeing some of these wonderful musicians, seeing them on the sidelines of it, it was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, how much did you know? And I'm like, okay, how come you're not saying anything? That's what I was thinking the entire time. But it's like, because if they, I just really want to know, how much did Mary J. Blige know? Like, I would like, or even Faith Evans, because it's just like, okay, you guys are up there. You guys are high level. And I mean, it's none of my business now, because I mean, hey, I got enough. I got enough of the business in the dock, so it's none of my business anymore. But I'm inquisitive. I'm curious. But yeah, I don't. But when that guy, I don't know. It's just when that guy said that they just acted normal, but then throughout the episodes, it's like they kept showing like Cassie and everything throughout all of the episodes, and then all like the third episode you're like, bam, dang, okay. But the first two episodes you saw her here and there, whatever, but it looked normal, it looked okay. And then even, I don't know, it's just like the power he has over women, and also the fear. Like, some men don't understand the fear and how some women get through the fear, some women get through the pain, how some women get through the nightmare. Because for myself, because yes, my ex never directly hit me. But then if I didn't do as he said, especially with my grad school homework, because yeah, once I was halfway done, He didn't want me to finish. He would threaten to punch, and sometimes he did. It's like, I mean, he wouldn't punch that hard because he did it just to make me jump. He did it because he wanted me to obey and do as he said. And or when he knew I was about to break up with him, or when I was breaking up with him, he created a noose. Or he would tell me how he was going to eliminate himself from the earth. Yeah. Yeah. And so I had to be a good girl because I didn't want him to harm himself. And I had to act like normal. I had to act like he wanted me to act. But then once his grandmother died, I knew I had a way out because I knew he wasn't going to do anything. Because his grandfather, he wasn't going to leave his grandfather by himself. So the 5 years he told me he was going to eliminate himself, it's like, as a Christian woman, I didn't want to be the reason, but then now I realize he did that because he he studied me and he learned what's gonna keep this girl. Just like Puff Daddy, what's gonna keep this girl? I want her to behave like I want her to behave. I want her to do as I say for her to do. But he didn't realize that I just didn't want him to pass away. So when it came to my grad school homework, there were times where I'm like, huh, this is your grandmother's house. I don't own this house. It's like, oh, you want to be loud or whatever? Okay. So the next day I would study at the McDonald's or the Subway or the Taco Bell. And then he would keep calling me, asking me where I was over and over and over again. Yeah. And so when it comes to these male jurors, ooh, I'm like, okay, I want them to watch all the episodes. And then also I want them to learn about like the A word type of relationships. Because it's like if you don't know when it's more dangerous or less dangerous, because they say the most dangerous time to leave an ABUSC relationship is when he knows you're going to leave. It's when he knows you don't care anymore. It's when you're brave enough to leave. There are so many studies on this and also all the Dateline episodes and documentaries that I've watched where once the man sees that you are about to break up and leave him, that's when he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do more than hurt you. That's when he takes it to the next level. So when that male juror had the nerve to say, actually, they just started acting like normal. Like, so sometimes you have to. You have to. It's like if you don't want to deal with the next level of what he can do to her, to you, whatever. Because I'm thinking about her, especially when I saw that footage in the hotel room. Yes, that's what happens when you are about to leave. That is why she acts like a good girl. That's why. Because once you don't act like what he wants you to act like, he will correct you. And it's like one reason why, like, some women are scared or nervous of divorce. That's why. And one reason why I try to tell you guys in so many different episodes, don't you dare. Don't you dare be a housewife. Yes, it's like, I mean, if it's for you, it's for you, but you better get that bag. You better get that prenup where if he leaves you, cheats on you, does whatever, or you guys divorce, that you walk away with something. Because I keep hearing women say the next thing you know, they had no resume, no job experience, or anything. They were homeless because his name was on the deed, and he wouldn't allow her to have anything. He made sure that she couldn't walk away with anything. So that's why I say it's like, don't fall for that, because that is one of the ways where you can end up stuck in that toxic situation. And it's like, some people are like, well, Cassie was going to be rich. Like, look at the other artists. They were already saying, like, you can either choose fame, but you weren't going to get fame and fortune. So she probably had the fame, and the only reason she had the fortune was because she was with him. And so she was risking, am I going to lose the fortune? And then also, whenever he didn't get his way, he fired them right after. Look what happened to the Danity Kane. I think her name was like Alyssa. Yeah, I think that was her name. I might be mistaken. But yeah, it's like, again, oh, their music was, oh my, like, I just played their music like a week or two ago too. So yeah, that kind, like, when I saw her and I heard her story, like my heart broke. I was just like, are you kidding me? It's like, cause yeah, this is gonna be a two-parter, cause I even talk about some of the other men that I've had to leave because I already saw the signs. And even just over this weekend, I blocked a guy who, he had some really toxic signs with him as well, because he couldn't wait to hurt my feelings. It's like, if I would say something, or, oh, I'm multitasking, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Oh, you got those degrees, but you said something, but you slipped up and did something stupid, and that's just because I misspoke once, or I said one thing, but I meant another. But that he wanted to say I was stupid so quickly. And this is one reason why I say that I now, after dating Mr. Lockakey and Mr. No Heart, I need to date a man that has a degree or a trade or a certification. Because most men who don't, that's how they act with me. It's like, that is mental A word, and I'm not dealing with any of that anymore. And then even with my cell phone, like, he couldn't wait. Ew, you're disgusting. I'm gonna have a green text from you. That's embarrassing. Do you know how stupid that is? Oh, you, but like, oh, like, and I'm like, do you know, like, is this how you talk to women to date? I see why you're single. It's like, you brag that you impregnated a coworker, and then you impregnated the girl down the street from her that's within the same year and a half. But yeah, okay. All right, whatever. So, but yeah, I wonder if that guy would have. And I'll probably do another episode where I go like bullet points and everything, but I just watched all of it today. And at the end, it just kind of hurt when the guy was just like, oh, well, they just acted like normal. He just showed that he doesn't really know anybody that's been in an ABUSC relationship, and or those people in the ABUSC or the A word relationship have not told him about that, so that he has not seen the reality. He has not seen how hidden it can be. It's like, when it comes to mental, oh my god, it's just like going down memory lane. I have dated a lot of men who did the mental, like, A word to me. And or they allow their family members to do the A word to me. But mental, not physical. And there were, well, maybe I will, no, I only have a couple minutes left, but because I have had some who, they wanted to be able to choke me during certain times, and I told them no, and I told them I do not tolerate that. And I'll go over that in an episode pretty soon. If not the next episode, it'll be within the next week. But yeah, dating Mr. Lockakey and Mr. No Heart, And even dating some of these other men, they really showed me why I need to be defensive. And some men are like, oh, you got a wall up. You got a wall up. Yes, I have a wall up because you guys keep trying to tear me down. You guys try to threaten me on if I don't act the way that you want me to act, that you're going to do something to me. And or is like if I start my business, I've had a guy tell me that if I started my own business, he would make sure to tear it down. And I remember asking him, how would you do that? And it's like, but then when I told him I didn't want to deal with him anymore, and it's like, he told me that as a woman, it's like, I would need him to run my business. Mm. And that it's like, and he said that I was lucky or fortunate that I didn't say this to him in person. Because, well, let's just say a word. A word. But what are your guys' thoughts with the documentary? Because if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. And also look at the signs because I feel like that documentary can help a lot of women out with even seeing the signs before they even, like if they are single right now or if they just started dating, it's like these are signs to look out for. Because again, it's like Mr. Lakaki, it was, well, it wasn't quote unquote physical. But yeah, it's like, I mean, sometimes when I tell the things he did do, some people are like, it was physical, but not physical directly on you. Because, like, punching windows and stealing from my purse to force me to have to stay at the house. And, I mean, the list go, like, there's a long list. And sometimes I was thinking maybe I'll write the list in order to tell you guys about it. But then I'm like, I don't want to give other men ideas. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I haven't. And I don't want to re traumatize myself because sometimes going back into those memories, because if you remember when I broke up with him, he still owed me money and I wanted my money back because, yeah, he was financially a word to me too. Because he said in order for me to get my money, I would not only have to get back with him, but I have to sleep with him a certain amount of times and it has to meet his requirements. So, with that part, would that be physical? Because he didn't do it because I refused. And a lot of men, they hate that I see those signs. They hate that I refuse. Like with him, he realized he did not have power over me anymore. I wasn't going to allow that power over me anymore. And I think he hated that. It's like the only reason I allowed that power was because he kept threatening his own life and I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you be that stupid? But at the same since I was already living a terrible life, since at home I felt like I was just a worthless piece of garbage, I was like, I might as well help him. I might as well stay with him. I might as well, obey or I don't maybe obey. I don't even know. But it's like, I just remember when he was about to, or not when he was about to, he did take the weapon to his wrist in the middle of the street. Go watch that episode. Yeah. He went that far. He had literally, because there was a red liquid coming out of, like, just in case there's kids around. I'm trying to be, but there better not be any kids around. Yeah, not during this story time. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have another part, but I, yeah, yeah, that wasn't physical on me, but it was traumatizing. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.